here is my standard clean sound through my Fender Supersonic 22. As you can see, I don't go for typically I don't go for the clean. I like a little bit of hair on it, but when you back off the volume, you can get a nice clean sound. So say you bought your first tube amp and you're looking to maybe get some different sounds. You want to take it from a nice clean to an overdrive, and it doesn't come, it's not a channel switcher, or it doesn't come with that nice, sweet, warm overdrive sound on your second channel. You want something in between clean and the super dirty that you have. That's where an overdrive pedal might come in. And there, as we talked about, there's all different flavors of overdrives. So we're going to take a look at what this Tube Screamer will do to a fairly clean amp. Again, here's my Fender Supersonic 20 on a cleanish sound. All right, so let's engage that overdrive. You can hear all the snarl that adds to it, and it's right there at your foot. Just simply stomp on the button and you get that overdrive right at the touch of a button. It's great for some Eagles, some Clapton, great for some old Guns N' Roses. And the wonderful thing about a really good overdrive is once you have it on, you don't have to have full-blown overdrive, step it back to clean. There's a lot of colors in the middle that you can find just by simply rolling your volume knob up and down. Here's with the overdrive still on. You can see I can still get a fairly clean sound. Push it up a little more. You can get a nice broken up sound, but still not over the top. And you find that it's a good overdrive with the tube amp is going to be really touch sensitive. You're going to be able to get a whole lot more heavy out of it depending on how hard you're hitting your strings and how aggressive your attack is. So with most overdrives, specifically Tube Screamer circuits, you're going to have three knobs. You're going to have your gain or your overdrive level. You're going to have a tone control, which is going to sweep from low to high tone. So the higher you have that knob turned up, the more high end is going to come through. As you roll it back, the more low end is going to come through, or high end being cut off. And then you're going to have an overall volume control, which you want to use to match the level of your clean amp. So here you can see we've got our volume control, and for me to match what I'm doing on the clean amp, I'm at about 2 o'clock. I've got my tone rolled up pretty high, and with these traditional Tube Screamer circuits, you get a nice mid hump, which really helps your sound cut through, specifically for leads. You get a nice mid frequency bump. I really feel that if you have this tone, without getting harsh, you can have this up pretty high, and it's really going to continue. It's really going to help smooth out your signal overall, help those chords be defined and just cut through the mix. And I'm running my overdrive right now at about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and you can see we're still getting a pretty good amount of gain. So let's roll that gain back a little bit and see what kind of cleaner overdrive sounds we can get. Here we've got the gain at about 9 o'clock, and you can see we can still getting a nice dirty sound, but a little cleaner and letting more of that natural tone come through. And again, as you roll the volume off, you're able to get even more control and variety out of your sounds. All that change in tone was simply done by rolling my volume knob up and down from the cleaner to the dirtier. So you can get a great variety of sound. Let's see what this pedal will do when we turn the gain way up. Now we're running the gain wide open, pretty much as hot as we can get it at about 5 o'clock. Now, a good overdrive pedal is still not going to get you into a heavy metal range. It's not going to get you into the searing high gains. But what a good overdrive pedal is going to do is going to get you to more of that traditional classic high gain, the Guns N' Roses. What you can get out of what you typically would hear out of a really heavily pushed Marshall. You can get that with a great pedal through any kind of amp, whether it's an AC-15 from Vox, whether it's a deluxe reverb from Fender. You can get some of these great clean sounding amps, and with the right pedal you can take yourself to the realm of a nice overdrive that'll get you in the ballpark of a Guns N' Roses, a lot of different classic rock out there. So in the end, a good overdrive pedal is going to turn your single channel amp into a 2-channel machine that you can take out, gig in any club, gig in any garage with your friends, hang out in any basement, and just have a whole lot of fun with a bunch of different sounds. And the great thing is there's so much variety out there to choose from. We looked at a Fulltone full drive today, price point a little over $100, and that's brand new. You can find them used probably in the $90 to $99 range, but there's a lot of variety anywhere from the $40 to $50 range all the way up to $200-300 that you can put into a good overdrive pedal. Digitech makes a great classic overdrive called the Bad Monkey. Boss makes some great overdrive pedals, a bunch of different varieties. Electro Harmonics makes some great overdrive pedals. Certainly Fulltone, you can look for Analog Man, Keeley modded pedals out there. Any number of different things, and some great places to look. Always be checking out Reverb.com. The Gear page is another great place to check out for good deals. And the nice thing about those is those are musician communities. So you're going to find not only equipment, but you're going to find reviews, and you'll get some info on what people think of these. Because certainly, I'm not telling you anything that you won't find a different opinion out there from somebody else. We're just hoping to show you a little bit about what you can expect and what you can get out of a good overdrive pedal.